The NBA draft is on Thursday, so we're going to get you guys the Ringer's latest mock draft on today's show. But first, shout out your favorite NBA team down in the comment section. Who is your favorite team? Shout them out down in comment section. Let's get into this mock draft from the Ringer. Oh, I'm shocked. Victor Wembanyama going number 1 overall to the San Antonio Spurs. That's a given. We do know that Wemby is going to be the number 1 overall pick to San Antonio, following in his childhood heroes, Tony Parker's footsteps, going from France to San Antonio. Here's what the Ringer said about Wemby. Wembanyama provides the Spurs with a new sun for their existing core to orbit. Interesting. Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson don't get national attention because San Antonio hasn't been competitive in recent years, but they're quietly 2 of the league's best young wings. And Jeremy Shohan just completed an awesome rookie season in which he displayed exactly the type of versatile skills that can make sense to pair with Wemby. So Spurs might be sneaky good next season. There also may be dark horses to land Damian Lillard. Brandon Miller, number 2 overall. I don't think this is a given anymore. There has been some question marks about, the last couple of weeks, his draft prep. He's apparently lost 12 pounds because he has mono. So that's a situation to monitor. Brandon Miller maybe not going number 2 overall. If the Hornets keep that pick, though, I expect Miller to be the pick, but they could trade it for Zion Williams. Here's what the Ringer said about Miller. Shams Charania reported on Monday that the New Orleans Pelicans are pushing to trade for a top pick, and they're targeting Henderson. What if the Hornets could get North Carolina's own Brandon Ingram, plus the 14th pick and multiple future firsts? Ingram would be a great fit next to LaMelo Ball, plus the Hornets would pick up more draft capital. For now, I'm keeping Miller slotted here since all reports have suggested that that's the direction the Hornets are leading. Miller brings playmaking skill on top of his go-to scoring prowess. So if Miller goes 2, Scoot goes 3. I mean, there's really no question about that. If the Hornets keep the pick, they'll go Miller. That means Scoot goes number 3. But will the Blazers keep the pick? Not sure. I think you got to trade Damian Lillard if you take Scoot Henderson. Amen Thompson looks to be going to Houston. All signs point toward the overtime elite guard going to Houston. There was a report that came out of his workout in H-Town that he's the best athlete they've ever seen in terms of a prospect that they've scouted. They're very high on Thompson. All signs point toward him being the number 4 overall pick. Now, a lot of people thought Houston was going to trade that pick. I don't think that's going to happen by Thursday. Jarace Walker, the forward from the University of Houston, number 5 overall. I think the Pistons are really interested in him based on what we've been hearing. I would expect him to go to Detroit at number 5. Anthony Black, the Arkansas guard. I could see him going anywhere from 6 to 10. The Ringer has him going number 6 here to the Magic. Really good defensive player. Got to work on his offensive production a little bit. Kim Whitmore, one of the more polarizing prospects here. Some people really like him. Some people don't really like him. I'm kind of in the middle there. But the forward from Villanova mocked here to Indiana at number 7 overall. And then Ausar Thompson, yes, the twin brother of Amen, going number 8 overall to the Washington Wizards. Also played at Overtime Elite. I think a lot of people have questions about, can the Overtime Elite experiment work? Can those guys be good in the NBA? We're about to find out with the Thompson twins. Bilal Coulibaly, his stock continues to rise. Victor Wembanyama's teammate with Mets 92. I remember a couple weeks ago when this guy was like going late first in all these mock drafts. Now he's going top 10 consistently, and the team I've seen him mock to the most is the Utah Jazz at number 9 overall. And then producer Coop's going to be very happy if this happens. Taylor Hendricks, number 10 overall to Dallas Mavericks. And not only do I think this is the best pick the Mavs can make, I think the Mavs are an outstanding fit for Hendricks. I think he can play. I think he can be a starter there, Coop, maybe day 1. I really do believe that. And you look at Hendricks as a scorer. I mean, he can absolutely shoot lights out from 3. And If you're a big man in the NBA, you can get rebounds, you can block shots, and you can shoot, you're going to be really good. And he can do all three of those things, the UCF product. But a lot of people believe the Mavericks are going to trade down. Will they trade down? Y for yes, in for no, down in the comments section. Here's my take. If the Mavericks are unable to get Hendricks, if he's off the board by 10, they will trade down. Today's show is sponsored by NordVPN. Protect your digital world and get 63% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. They're striving to make the internet better than it is today. It can be free from online threats, censorship, and surveillance. Get your online security package now by visiting nordvpn.com/chatsports. Get 4 months for free by using that link in the description and comments section when you purchase the NordVPN 2-year plan. Let me tell you about all the features you're going to get with a NordVPN package. It's going to come with online protection with a single click. It is so important, especially in today's world, to stay safe online. Plus, you're not going to miss your favorite content even when you're traveling, because even when you're traveling, you can set your location to home so you still enjoy that favorite content. Plus, you're going to stay safe from malware, and it is the fastest VPN on planet Earth. You just choose your location and click connect. All of this is as simple as a click. NordVPN won't track you or share what you do online. Your data is always protected by next-generation encryption. Get started now. Click the link in the description or comments. That's nordvpn.com/chatsports to get 4 months for free of NordVPN and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Going back to the Ringers mock draft here, we got Derek Lively, the second, going to the Orlando Magic. You talk about another guy in addition to Coulibaly whose stock continues to rise. Lively was a former 5-star. He didn't put up the numbers, at least in terms of scoring, that a lot of people were expecting him to at Duke, but the guy's a great rebounder and a great defender. That's why I think he's going to go really high in this draft. Kobe Buffkin, the guard from Michigan, fully expect him to be a lottery pick. This is a really good pick if it happens. The Ringer has him going to Oklahoma City. And then Jalen Hood-Schifino, the guard from Indiana, going to number 13 to the Raptors. That is the team I've seen him mock to the most. And then Keontae George, the last pick in the lottery, going number 14 overall to the New Orleans Pelicans, the guard out of Baylor. Great player. This would be a great pick for the Hawks. Grady Dick, number 15 overall out of Kansas. Got a chance to watch this guy play at KU, man. Special player. I think his skills translate to the NBA. Here's what the Ringer said about Grady Dick. I could see the Hawks drafting Dick to add a floor spacer for Trae Young. But if Young ends up playing more off-ball in Quinn Snyder's system, then Dick could tap into his own creation ability to create a more dynamic half-court offense. If Grady Dick's on the board at 15, the Hawks should absolutely take him. That's my take. Cason Wallace, the guard out of Kentucky, going here to number 16, the Utah Jazz. They have a couple picks in this draft. Will they spend one on Wallace? We'll have to wait and see. And then Jett Howard, another Michigan guy, in addition to Kobe Buffkin. He's going number 17 overall in the Ringers mock draft to the Lakers. And then Bryce Sensabaugh, another Big Ten guy, to Miami here at number 18. Are the Heat going to keep that pick? I'm not sure. They might try to trade it as part of a Damian Lillard trade. I think we're going to see a big trade by Thursday. I think it's more likely to be Zion than Dame, but something to monitor here in the next couple of days. Will the Heat make it back to the finals next season? Type M for make or type H for staying home. The roster's got to get better. They can't run it back with the same exact roster. They got to give Jimmy Butler and Bam some help. We're going to be live for the draft on Thursday night. Looking forward to that, so be sure to tune in. We're going to have the best coverage here on YouTube. That's a sub link right there, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. We're going to have you cover no commercial breaks. You're here from me, Jay Sr., Harrison Graham, and others on Thursday night. Looking forward to seeing you there. Brandon Podziemski, the guard out of Santa Clara. There's some good prospects over in the West Coast Conference. Podziemski, one of those guys. He's staying out west, going to the Golden State Warriors in the Ringers mock draft. And then Nick Smith Jr., the guard out of Arkansas, H-Town bound, according to the Ringer. However, I'm hearing The Rockets are going to trade that pick. We'll have to wait and see. Jordan Hawkins, this would be a steal if he falls to number 21 here to the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have plenty of good shooters. They have Hawkins here going to the Nets. They have back-to-back picks, and then Leonard Miller, the forward from the G League Ignite, going number 22. James Najee, a lot of people might say this is a reach at number 23, but I like him as a prospect. The center from Nigeria, played for Barcelona in the Euro League. Number 23 overall here to the Portland Trail Blazers. And then Olivier Maxence Prosper, the forward out of Marquette, going to the Sacramento Kings. Going to be interesting to see what Sacramento does in this draft and also this offseason. They're a couple moves away from being a legit contender out west. Noah Clowney, the forward from Alabama, maybe didn't get a lot of hype because he's Brandon Miller's teammate, but he's also a great player, and the Ringer has him going to Memphis. Who's your favorite NBA draft prospect? Let me know down in the comments section. If I can't say Wembanyama, I'll probably say Taylor Hendricks or Marcus Sasser. Those are my two guys right there, man. Colby Jones, the guard out of Xavier, mocked here to Indiana at pick number 26. The Pacers' second pick here in the first round. And then the Hornets' second pick is Chris Murray. Yes, the brother of Keegan Murray, twin brother of Keegan, also played at Iowa. And then Derek Whitehead, the forward out of Duke, going number 28 overall to the Utah Jazz. Jazz have a plethora of picks. Maxwell Lewis, another Pacers pick. The guard out of Pepperdine, mocked here at number 29 overall. And then the last pick of the first round in the Ringers mock draft is Trace Jackson Davis, the forward from Indiana. Grade the Ringers NBA mock draft. Type A, B, C, D, or F. What do you think about their mock draft? Let me know down in the comments.